So I just got in from work and I wanted to do some updates from the Watch Post. And thank you so much to everybody who was like sending me videos and stuff, different clips of the World Cup performances. I didn't actually watch it myself, but yeah, it's nice to see you all awake, and the signs and symbols were definitely all there. There's no shock to me that the first performance was Madonna, the woman who actively practices Kabbalah and witchcraft and puts spells on her boyfriends, etc. And I saw Jay-Z and Beyonce in the audience, who are also into the same sort of circle, and they should be in jail. And then that other clip that I was sent in my inbox, somebody sent me I saw the performers with the red shoes. I reposted that one as soon as I got it sent to me privately, but I reposted it. Oh my goodness. The Red Shoe Club with a bunch of kids dancing around the place. Really? Not getting into that now, but when you know, you know. And then there was that mellow performance from that guy Justin Bieber, and I thought, this is quite nice, until I saw in the clip that his fingers weren't even strumming the guitar. It's all a big stage performance, and the art pieces that you see, like I saw an art piece during the World Cup and it was like basically symbolic of a big explosion. I'm not sure if it was meaning America's gonna explode. I'm not sure if it was Israel. I don't honestly know, but it was like a big explosion and then they pass it off as art. Like they do at the Olympics, like they do a fertility ritual whenever the rockets go off, etc. They had their performance, they had their stage show. I done a video on this, The Economist magazine that all the rich and the powerful and the politicians buy. And the cover is always depicting what is going to happen throughout the year before it even happens. Well, on the front of The Economist 2026, you can see the player. I actually, like a football player, originally thought, that looks a bit like Ronaldo in the red kit. It was showing you Spain won the World Cup before it even happened. It's a ritual, it's a performance. So whenever I went back and had a look at the Economist cover, I've done a video on that particular cover, so you can go back on my channel there and have a look at it. I wasn't surprised. And then you flick over to IPEC02 and you can see the girl standing inside the beehive. I described the beehive in my video yesterday, if you guys were paying attention. And she had the World Cup behind her head. Anyway, thank you so much to all the people who sent me the clips. I was able to repost some of them and have a giggle at how obvious it all was. Anyway, while everyone was gearing up for that performance, America lost 3 service members due to Iran's retaliation over the fact that America have been flattening civilian infrastructure and bridges. We even found out that the all-girls school that was struck by America in the first wave of strikes was actually a precision shot. So it was very, very well planned and calculated. Even though Trump says no, the rest of the earth, including his federal government, say yes. And according to Al Jazeera and other Middle Eastern news outlets, they have also struck an Iranian nuclear plant. The US will continue to deny that they strike civilian infrastructure, but that's as real as saying that the IDF do not target kids when they're in Lebanon or West Bank Palestine. And we know how true that is. So yeah, America have been striking from the 11th of July, and from they admitted on the 13th of July that Trump admitted that he took out all the Iranian leaders. That means that the recompense will fall upon America. That's what scripture tells us will happen. And you can see things aren't good over there now, from severe storms, earthquakes, tornadoes, and then you got severe wildfires, over 800 of them right across America. You can see power cuts, houses flooding, people losing their lives, etc. It's wild. And there's also air pollution across different states in America where people can't even leave their houses because the air is that polluted due to all the natural disasters in the surrounding areas. Iran have given America a red line warning. They've said that if you don't stop striking us in 3 days, we are going to go into our next phase, and they're going to come down on America very, very heavy. According to their social media, they've had enough. And in Tehran, a big billboard went up of Donald Trump in a coffin. That's a very loud message. Meanwhile, Trump is continuously sending more aircraft carriers, and he is also talking and debating over sending ground troops into Iran. So he isn't slowing down. And the hook in the jaw, the Strait of Hormuz, prices just keep going up and up and up because of this. The longer it's shut, the longer they will continue to go up. And yes, it affects all of us. Because Iran is such a biblical prophetic war, not many people are covering what's going on over here in the UK, so I'm going to talk about some of it now. Over here we got Andy Burnham coming in as the new Prime Minister, and you can already see that that's a disaster, with Trump posting that Andy Burnham is gonna drill, baby, drill in the sea. But Andy is more concerned about gaining the popularity vote by saying he is putting a stop to the digital ID, even though the king made a speech a few weeks ago saying that him and his constituents will be pushing forward with the digital ID. Who's telling the truth? Would you know? But the king has more authority than any PM in this country. I reckon things will go the way the king says, not Andy Burnham. And the new Prime Minister is going to have loads on his plate, as we've got new awareness assessments going out about cyber attacks that can cause a lot of trouble across the UK. There's also been a new risk report made by our government to say that we need to be more prepared for living in hazardous conditions. The National Risk Assessment Unit have added 7 more risks onto the list for us. One of the risks that the UK government put in there was a catastrophic water shortage, and it's deemed a national threat. Didn't Jesus talk about this sort of stuff? Water drying up, etc. Even though the water shortage is catastrophic for us all and a national emergency, our country doesn't seem to care, because they're going ahead with 100 data centres which consume high volume levels of water, more water than bottled water companies. These data centres are under construction and are already pre-planned. Ireland's in the same boat, like they have 107 data centres and they're already building 57 more. Those are in the pipeline for this year, and even though there's a water emergency here, they keep going on and on and on. And nobody asked for these. Tech giants, global investment and taxpayers' money, aka our money, is going to be paying for these data centres, and we don't have a say. They're water guzzlers, and it's all part of the bigger agenda, which a lot of sleepers can't see because they don't know scripture. That's why it's important to get right with Jesus today. He will give you the eyes to see and ears to hear. And we got soldiers meeting in London in underground tunnels to discuss World War III and civil unrest that's unfolding in this country on our own soil. I have to pinch myself because I can see that the stage is set, and every time a prophecy unfolds I have to go, wow, I'm living in these days. Prophecies are really happening in my lifetime. I'm wide awake to it. All thanks and glory be to Jesus. Anyway, that's the update from the Watch Post for the day. Stay close to Jesus and have a blessed one. God bless everybody.